Wilfendal in Prince George.
And I'm Robert Doan in Prince Rupert. You're listening to DayBreak on CBC Radio 1.
Coming up in this half-hour, environment over appearance. At 20 after 8, we'll find out how one man is cultivating the right to keep his own little ecosystem. 8:20 right now. You're listening to us at 89.9 FM in Tumbler Ridge. What's one man's sustainable forest garden is another's unsightly yard. Last month, Brad Bosak received a letter from a bylaw officer in Tumbler Ridge telling him his yard was unsightly and that he had 30 days to clean it up. It was a surprise to Bosak because he spent the last 6 years converting his lawn into a part of the natural ecosystem. And that's why he went to City Council earlier this month to defend his property and try to get the bylaw changed. For more about his efforts, we've reached Bosak at his home in Tumbler Ridge. Good morning.
Good morning, Will. Good to speak with you.
Very good to speak to you as well. What came out of your meeting with City Council?
Well, that was really interesting because I had a really nice presentation. We had a nice package to give to the councillors and mayor. They said that they would discuss it, so we didn't actually hear much, but I did have a couple of the councillors come and tour my property, and I, had a nice visit with them over an hour, and they gave me a lot of encouraging words, but interestingly, on the summer schedule, they have about half the meetings that they usually have, so they told me that maybe they wouldn't be able to deal with this issue until sometime in August.
So what exactly is the issue here? Why is your yard, or has your yard been deemed unsightly?
Well, it's an old bylaw that intends to have the town look presentable and cared for. And so the actual wording of the bylaw is the issue here, where they say that the owner of a property shall not allow the property to look unsightly, including vegetation over 15 centimeters. So that is the issue. And so I just needed to stand up for freedom of expression, my love of the ecosystem, and I wanted to try and change this law so that people like me can do similar types of things like I have done.
Describe what your yard or your lawn looks like right now from what, your neighbor's lawn might look like.
Sure. That's the issue, Wilf, is that I do not have a lawn. I consciously took out the sod and I put in all native trees, patches of forest floor, gooseberry bushes. So it is a forest garden. It is not a lawn. So, it's big, it's beautiful, it's lovely, and
so not exactly your typical lawn that you might see in a suburban neighborhood.
No, it's not. No. I'm interested in promoting people changing their relationship with the natural ecosystem, and a lot of people are waking up to that these days.
What do you think people should do, or I guess let me step back. Why have you done what you've done with your forest ecosystem or your forest? I'm going to call it a lawn because I don't really know what to call it.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can call it a little forest or whatever. Why have I done it? Yes, I moved from the city 9 years ago to rural British Columbia, and I've received so many gifts in discovering what a natural ecosystem is. And I've spent a lot of time in the forest here, and it's beautiful and wonderful. And so learning all that, I decided to create an expression of that instead of having a lawn that you have to mow, right?
Now, some might say, you live in the city, why not have a conventional lawn like others do and avoid the issue entirely?
Well, that's interesting because Tumbler Ridge is certainly not a city. We're a little town surrounded by this pristine forest. And so, I just wanted to bring part of what the heritage of this town is and have it showing in the front yard. And people do, we have had a strained relationship with the ecosystem and our relationship with it. So My work is to express that we can come closer and have a much more nurturing relationship.
And now there was concern from at least one of the councillors that your yard could block visibility for drivers. What's your response to that?
Oh, that's interesting, yeah. Well, one of my neighbors did say that sometimes she wonders whether my big mountain alder on the corner is good for visibility when she's backing out, but her husband says that he has no problem. So, I said, come talk to me. I can do some pruning.
There we go. So I understand you also have about a couple of hundred signatures of support for what you have there. What's next in your efforts to change this particular bylaw?
Well, that's important. I didn't get to this point earlier, and I wanted to say that they said that they would discuss it later, but the point is that the council is very busy right now with their summer schedule, so I had the CAO, Chief Administrative Officer, Kim Isaac, call me last Thursday, and she said that they are going to change that law. And so things are looking good because they're taking the word unsightly out of that legislation, and they're going to put in the word neglected or unmaintained. So,
and you don't feel your lawn is unmaintained at all?
What's that?
And you don't feel your lawn is unmaintained, or...
No, it's certainly maintained. Everything is on purpose, and I've put a lot of love and work into it.
Good.
So, this is good for not only my place, but this change in the law will allow people to feel empowered to do things differently than just having a lawn and mowing it.
Brad, we'll have to keep it there. We've run out of time. Thanks again for your time.
I just want to say one more thing. If people want to check out federal and provincial initiative, I'm registered with naturescapebc.ca, and they can check out that website to learn more about what people can do for their pieces of land.
Brad, thanks for the time.
Oh, thanks, Wolf.
Bye-bye. Brad Bossack is a Tumbler Ridge resident and environmental activist.
It's 8:27. You're listening to Daybreak in Fort...